Hey guys, today I'm going to be testing out the UV resin from Daiso, and I'm really excited because UV resin is really expensive, and actually when you add this up, it's about the same price as a bottle of resin, the 55 milliliter bottle, but it's always nice being able to buy in smaller portions if you're running low on cash. So anyways, we have the soft type, the hard type, and the glitter hard type. So there are 3 different types, and I'm going to try them all out. Since I have purchased these resins, I believe that the design has gone through an update and it actually comes in nice packaging like this now. Here is the soft resin, and it says it's suited for cloth, lace, flexible materials, and other soft objects. So I'm going to do a dab of each one and cure them and see how they cure. And I don't know if this is going to be soft if I do it in a blob or not, but I want to see how they cure first of all, so then we'll test the softness of this one later on. It is closed, and you can take the lid and just poke a hole, and that's really nice because you know that it's not going to leak and stuff before you buy it. So I'm just going to dab a blob here. This is the hard type, and it says it's suitable for plastic, glass, metal, and ceramics. So I'm going to blob this one too. The design is really cute for the packaging. There we go. And the sad thing is you get a little bit of resin on the lid, so you gotta wipe that off or cure that. So we'll put a blob of the hard UV resin here. Finally, we have the glitter resin, and it's for hard use. It says for use with plastic, glass, metal, and ceramics, contains silver glitter for a sparkly finish. Okay. Open this up, and again, resin on the lid. Let's see how much sparkle there actually is in here. Okay, so far I am seeing 0 sparkle, but that's the blob I'm using for now. It actually says on the back here, made in Japan, so that's kind of cool. I thought the glittery one would be more glittery so I could tell them apart, but I can't, so soft, hard, and then glitter. And I'm going to pop these into my UV lamp for about 2 minutes. The resin is back from the UV lamp, and it seems to be cured pretty well. There is a little bit of sticky on top, but I have found that no matter what resin I use, when I make charms, I need to let them sit out for a while to dry or air. I'm not sure if it's because the voltage of my UV lamp is weak or what, but it seems to have cured pretty well. I put this in my UV lamp for 2 minutes. It said in natural sunlight it would take 5 to 30 minutes, so I would say that's pretty good. The soft one feels very gummy-y. I don't know if I can peel it off of here, but I am going to try coloring these resins now, and we'll see how it goes. I'm going to try squeezing out a large amount of this glitter resin and see if I can find any glitter. Wow, I am not seeing glitter. I guess for science I will squeeze out the whole bottle and see if there is any glitter in here. I don't know if the camera can pick this up, but there is a hint, a very tiny hint of sparkle, very fine, maybe like a dash of pigment, and that's a little disappointing. I was hoping for a little bit more. It's not even shimmery, and the big bubbles you see over here, those are bubbles, not glitter. So I would say that the glitter resin is a fail, but it does cure nicely. I went ahead and cured this blob because I didn't want to try coloring it, and it got super hot in the lamp. I'm going to try to squeeze out a little bit more from the glitter bottle just so we can try coloring it. I'm going to color it blue because there is no glitter in it, so I'm not even going to worry about that. I'm going to use this tiny button mold to make the pieces, and we can see how they are when they're not attached to a plastic sheet. It's not totally full, but it will do, so I'm going to pop this into the UV lamp and try mixing some pigments with the other resin. While the not very glittery glitter resin is curing, I'm going to mix some resin and pigment. This is the hard resin. I'm going to take a little bit of purple pigment. Mix it in. Here it is. I'm going to pop it into the UV lamp and then we will take a look. Ta-da! Here are the buttons. They turned out very nicely. They took the color very well, and I was worried that maybe they wouldn't cure with the pigments, but it seems that they are perfectly fine, and this resin is colorable. Our final question is the soft resin. Now when I touch it here, it feels like a gummy, but I can't peel it off. So I'm going to take this ribbon I received in a P.O. box and try putting some of the soft resin on it and see if it really works. I've never used soft resin before. I know that they have soft resin that is not from the Daiso brand, but I never really knew what to do with it. But it's good for lace and ribbons like this, I've heard, so you can make cute bag charms and stuff. Okay, now I'm going to spread that out. I'm going to pop this into the UV lamp and we'll see how it cures. Here is the ribbon back from the lamp, and you can see it has some air bubbles, but I didn't really worry about those this time. And the bend test, here we go. Doo-doo. It's very rubbery and cool, so you could start it off as a loop and put one of those clamps to make like a cell phone strap or something, and use a paintbrush to brush the resin on, and it could be a really cool accessory. There are millions of possibilities with this resin. So, soft resin is a win. And this one actually isn't that sticky. So, I put the hard and glitter resin back in my UV lamp because it sat out for a while and still felt a little sticky. So, I'm going to see if I can get it to cure completely and give it a good review. I am back with my conclusion, and it is that this cures solid and smooth. I think it just takes a little bit longer. I popped it into the lamp again and let it sit a little bit more. This one actually is still a bit, I wouldn't even say tacky, but gummy. It's not like stuff is going to stick to it, but it doesn't feel slippery smooth, if that makes sense. So I think it just takes a little bit longer to cure, and I would say that the Daiso resin is not horrible. For UV resin beginners, I think it's a good place to start out because you don't have to invest in huge bottles of resin that you may not finish or decide you don't like. So if they sell these at your local Daiso, or if you have a local Daiso, I would say go ahead and get it. I mean, one bottle is only $1. Well, here in Japan, I know some Daisos in other countries cost a bit more, but still, it's not crazy expensive. So try it out, and if you try it out, let me know what you think. I know that Daiso and other 100-yen stores here in Japan have some really cool craft products, and I have had my eyes on them, so if you have any video requests, if you know of any stuff, let me know and I'll try it out. And I also saw today that Daiso now has resin pigments, so I'm very interested in trying those out. So, let me know what cool things your craft stores or dollar stores have, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!